Welcome back, guys. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic, and we're back for round 2 with our red-white aggro deck. I don't even want to call it allies, although there are quite a few. I don't think this is a keep, though. We're going to go ahead and throw this back. I think this is better. Not great. We'll keep it. I would like to see 2 or 3 drop creature on top. I'll have to keep the creature we have alive, perhaps. I think, like I said before, we want a creature. So we yield and see what we're up against. Gnashing Ties. Another red deck, okay. Well, we're certainly going to have enough mana. So, hit our 7-drop again, which is okay. So we'll go ahead and play the Valakut Predator and pass. I wonder what this business with F6 not working is. It's really getting frustrating. In between games, I should probably have gone and changed the key bindings, but I did not. Green-red, okay. Pilgrim's Eye, interesting. So maybe Converge. Yep, looking at least 3 colors. So Invoker's good, but I think we probably take this turn to play the Hedron Archive. I think our opponent probably blocks this 4 damage with the Pilgrim's Eye now that it's... No. Interesting. So we have 6 mana available next turn unless we draw a land, and then we have 7. So we could potentially put the Myriad Shepherd on the battlefield. Taking 1. Very curious why he decided to keep that rather than just chump block to 4. So we did hit a land. Which does make me want to put the Valakut Invoker on board somewhat, as next turn it may actually be online if we get 1 more land. And we don't have anything to return with the Myriad Shepherd anyway. And we still have Outnumber if we need it for something. But I think the Valakut Invoker at this point is a more useful card. I'd rather keep the Myriad Shepherd a secret until we at least have 1 creature in the bin to return. Oh, it's non-land permanent. I can return anything. Guess I should read the card. It's not something I've played with before. I've played against it a couple times. I thought I could only return creatures. So it looks like the Converged Flyer, perhaps. Opponent's gonna go ahead and attack first. We're gonna take it. And now if he wants to play his elf or whatever it is, we let him. Although I assume that's what it'll be. No, Grove Rumbler, okay. So I go ahead and outnumber, let's see, what did he cast it on? So I can't save it no matter what. I'm shocked that he killed that and not the other one. I don't think that I want to use my outnumber, since it wouldn't save it anyway. Here I think we want the Emiria Shepherd. Potentially taking a bunch of damage this turn though. He does have a flyer he can chump at least once. Not that we're in a great attacking position right now. He didn't play a land, which is nice. So he has Touch of the Void, and he's hoping that I'll block so he can finish off my creature. I suppose we'll take 5, go to 11. He can still use it on the Valcut Invoker if he wants. There's also the green Put a Land into Play card that gives +2/+2, and the one that just puts a land into play. If we don't draw land, I think we'll probably just undo Greathorn and then kill the Grove Rumbler. One of the Grove Rumblers. Royal's Retribution. Well, we can do that and outnumber. But an outnumber for 2 isn't very useful. I suppose it could be, though. It depends on how he attacks. Because if we can block and then just do 1 additional damage with Royal's Retribution, that could be a thing. All depends on if he hits landfall or not, and he didn't. seen some very good converge decks. A lot of people aren't looking for the the gold cards, I think, and that's why they end up being so good. All right, I think this time we have to block. I'll see what he has. So he's going to Swell of Growth and put a land on the battlefield. So we want to do I wonder if he has a land. I assume he has a land. So it's not ideal. So the total damage we can do is 7. All right, 5 from the Royal's Retribution and then an additional 2. So the way we want to do it is like so. And it's possible we still get countered. So we lose our Valakut Invoker, which is a shame, but we killed both of his big threats and keep ours. And the one thing he does keep goes back to being just a regular thing at the end of the turn. Not ideal, but I think it's probably the best we could have hoped for. He's all his green, so he may have a follow-up play, we're not sure. Yep. I was just thinking, would it have been better to block the Miri Shepherd on the incubator drone, but it still would have died and not killed the thing, so that wasn't a better block. If we get a land, we can return probably Royal's Retribution to our hand. We just want to build up the board. See if he's going to let us get in 4 damage or not. And now at this point, I think we're ready to maybe pop the Hedron Archive and try and get some lands. Because if we're able to bring back Vestige is fine. Looks like we're probably taking 5 here. Really good draw off the top would be one of our Stone Furies to kill his Vile Aggregate. Otherwise, I think we might be in trouble. I'll take 5 once and go to 6. It's a Reckless Cohort, which is fine. He can have that. Hopefully he hasn't been holding on to like some really good ingester or processor. No, okay. Alright, so we got the card we were hoping for. What does it do for us? I suppose we can do it on our opponent's turn, but if he plays anything, we have to do it before he... And he's tapped out and can't counter us. I suppose we just do it. I don't think we have attacks here, so we'll just go ahead and yield. I'm not sure how this works with the mouse. It's not how I usually play. Opponent only has 1 card. I guess 2 after his draw, but no, one of them's a land. Which is actually fine. We can block with our Ondu Greathorn and has first strike, so he can't really attack with the McKinney Slide Runner. Slab Hammer, sure. Desperately need a land. I'm just trying to think what I'd want back if I had a choice. I think the value we get off of the Amiria Shepherd with land is now well worth it. It'd be awesome to be able to get the Valk Invoker back, but we wouldn't be anywhere near. Okay. So I guess he was doing math. So we got a 5/4. Has to be blocked. So we basically have to block. We're at 6. So we have to block the 2 larger. And this way he kills 1 and we kill both. And we take 4. Yeah, he has 2 mana available and 1 blue. I don't think there's anything you can do here, right? I wish we'd picked up a couple of Touch of the Void. I can do 6 on board. If I draw the with the goblin that gives haste, I win. Alright, so what does a mountain do? So what are we looking for? We're looking for... I mean, we could return the Royal's Retribution. Right? So if I return the Royal's Retribution, or I could return the Stone Fury and just whatever he puts the Slab Hammer, but he can move the Slab Hammer, that's the thing. I guess whatever he attacks with on the Slab Hammer, I would have to Stone Fury it. Or, God, if I had an ally in the bin, that would be nice. Oh, this is tough. So I can currently attack for 6. Should I be digging, trying to find an ally? I mean, any ally gives me vigilance. And that is probably good enough. I can play the land, return something, and then pop the Hedron Arc on his turn, but then I probably want to return the Royal's Retribution, but it depends on what he does. I'd rather... I want to pop the Archive and have enough mana left. I do have enough mana left. Okay, so I can go ahead and play this. Bring back the Royal's Retribution. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm sorry, they're not permanents. So I'll return the Ondu Greathorn. Where do I want the Predator? Probably the Greathorn. So it's irrelevant anyway. So we'll go ahead and return that to my hand. We want to draw the 2 cards. Oh, both good. Both good, both good. If he touches the Voids me, we're dead anyway. We couldn't have protected against it, so... We just have to hope the Encircling Fissure is enough. I'm glad we cracked it, but I didn't get what I was hoping for. I mean, Encircling Fissure is definitely an answer. I suppose before I played the land I should have cracked it, which would have given me the Stonewaker option to just attack for lethal last turn. But then I was also mistaken on what I could return. I'm an idiot. Ooh. Serpentine Spike is a bummer. Doesn't kill me though. The safe thing, I guess, would have been to attack with just the one that he needed. If I draw a land, I win with the Stonewaker. And that should do it. Alright, we're off to the finals. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Doug with Basement Level Magic. Interested to see what you guys have to say about this one. I think I definitely had some misplays early. Got lucky, really, when I cracked the Hedron Archive. But, you know, it was a very good game and a ton of fun. So we'll see you guys for the finals here shortly. Oh, so yeah, that was game one. Oh man, you get in so like involved in these games, and it's like you forget everything else that's going on. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do we want to change anything? Boiling Earth. We saw one Scion token. We saw the and we saw the, you know, the fetch a land creature. We definitely got attacked plenty, and I think the sheer drop is fine. I'm tempted to take the Nettle Drone out again. Fairly aggressive creature though, and if you play like Nettle Drone, attack, Hedron Archive, ping, I mean it's 4 damage, but how often am I going to be able to do that? I think we're going to take the Nettle Drone out, and we'll see what happens in game 2. Opponent's a good sport. Like playing with people who enjoy the game and aren't, you know, dicks about it. This hand doesn't really do anything, and it's 2 lands short of having a play. I think this one's a mulligan. Ooh, this one's definitely a mulligan, right? 3-drop, 4-drop, 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 5-drop. Yeah, I think it's got to be a mulligan. Jeez, are you kidding me? I mean, do we keep this with a 4-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, and only 1 land? I guess that's the best we could have hoped for. I'm gonna bottom him. He's 5 mana. I need stuff to do. This deck's definitely got some power. Alright. It's fun. It's fun to play. I like to play aggressive though. It's really where I do my best. And it's not just a turn them sideways deck, you know, there is thinking involved and there is like stuff you gotta do, so I mean it's fun. Alright, well, I guess we're one land short of casting both of those. We're getting ingested though. Although what process did we see? Did we see a Merc Strider and that was it? I can't remember if that was last match or not. It's a Reckless Cohort. He's been ingested every game so far. See, maybe taking a creature out was a bad idea? I don't know. See if our opponent's attacking or not. Looks like he probably is. I think he might have missed the land drop because he was going to cast something. Stonemaker would have been a nice draw this turn. There was another one in there though. Opponent did get his forest. Alright, well. Will we be using a Stone Fury on a Mist Intruder? That is the question. He hasn't played the forest. We know he has the forest. Huh. Never seen anyone play that before. Literally have no play, so just take our 4 damage and move on. Let the Mancers focus. Alright, well, we really need to stop drawing lands. I guess we wait till our opponent's turn and then see what we need to do. Didn't play a land, so we're only taking 2. So we may just end step kill whatever this is that's coming out. Ugh, Mary Shepherd, damn. Yeah, we'll kill that. That's a beating if he gets a land next turn. Taking 7 damage from it. Oh my god. Well, we have the mana to cast the Mary Shepherd that is in the exile. Well, we'll just wait it out. We need our Hedron Archive. I need to draw some cards and get back in this. Take 4, go to 8. I mean, I guess. I hate to use a Stone Fury on another 1/1. Ah, our second Stonewaker. That would have been such a good draw. Oh well. I mean, it wouldn't have won the game for us, but at least it would have put some pressure on. Sweet. Something that doesn't suck to kill with a Stone Fury. Creature, big one. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're on a 4-turn clock. Unless he plays a land. Follow up a really great game of Magic where both players get to interact, where there's a whole lot of action. You know, would it go to like turn 12 or 15 or something, and then followed up with this like terrible excuse for Magic game. Taking 4, so 2-turn clock at this point if he hits another land. All right, let's see what we can do against this. Medic, I don't think needs to come in. Boiling Earth, probably not. I think we just run it back. I mean, honestly, if we just had something we could play, you know, we could have made a game of it. We had some premium removal, and it did take him, you know, quite a while to kill us anyway, but it's just disappointing. We'll see what happens this game. But back on the play, which is where we want to be. We just need some cards to play. Want like 2 mountains, 1 plains, and a Coom Stonewaker, and what, like Sure Strike, and I don't know. We'll see. It's been a long round already, 38 minutes, and we have 1 game to go. We're up on our opponent a couple of minutes at least. I think we're at 9 something, he's at 7. So continue to play fast, but you know, keep in mind that we're ahead. Try and extend that lead as well. First game was so epic, I just thought that it was the match, that it was over. It was clearly not. Yeah, it's 9.5 to 7. All right, I think this is a much better hand. We'll go ahead and keep it. I would love to see a Stonewaker, like, turn 2, but, you know, I got cards I can play. I only need 1 land, and I can play Hedron Archive that will allow me to play pretty much everything in the deck, so I can't argue with that. Okay, so we got the land, so we're in business. Just depends on what our opponent does, if we want the Hedron Archive before the Chasm Guide or not. Not a bad draw either. If our opponent hasn't done anything, we'll probably go Hedron Archive first, especially holding the Ghostly Sentinel and the Amiri Shepherd and the Shadow Skull Recruit. Although I would like to get the Chasm Guide down before I play the Ghostly Sentinel. I'm sorry, the Shatterskull Recruit. I don't think this is a hand that loses the game quickly, so that's good. It certainly isn't fast, though. Fertile Thicket's an excellent thing to see. Means we got some time. See if he reveals anything. So he did, and he has all his colors. See what we get here. Circling Fissure is a good draw. So yeah, like I said, I think we just want a Hedron Archive, which basically ensures that we can do anything else we need to do this game. We've outramped the green deck, which is awfully nice. Yeah, Donation Guide is fine. Alright, so if we play this, we have a total of 7 mana available. So what do we want to do with it? Unfortunately, we can't play 2 things anyway, so probably we just want to Chasm Guide and attack. I don't think he blocks. And if he does, I think we're okay with it, right? Or do we just want to get the Ghostly Sentinel online? Or the Mary Shepherd, for that matter. Either way, we're playing the land, so we might as well put it down. And Ruination Guide is a card with a lot of value, so I'm guessing that he doesn't block this, but if he does, I think I'm okay with that too. And we do have Encircling Fissure up if something crazy should happen, but I don't anticipate using it at this point. I think we're probably playing Shatterskull Recruit this turn since he can't block it currently. Yeah, I was going to say we'd love for him to attack and have one less blocker. He may have needed the Ingest, though. Hits our Shadow Glider, which is also okay. And he's going to tap out for Vestige of Emrakul, okay? So we can sheer drop the Ruination Guide, or we can even awaken it. A total of still 7. I would like to leave Encircling Fissure up just in case. But we can't do that if we play the Shatterskull Recruit. I don't think we're at risk of losing this turn, and I would really like to get this thing online. This represents 2 cards he knows we have, the number and the Encircling Fissure. block this anyway. Stone Fury, yeah, I think that's okay. Got some damage in. Opponent attacks. I think now we can go ahead and sheer drop that. Oddly enough, I wouldn't mind one land. So still 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, unfortunately. Can awaken an attack with both, which I think is probably okay. Probably gonna kill our land here, which I think is alright. Oh wow. Opponent's down to 3 minutes. I think the Encircling Fissure is gonna be the card that wins it for us the second game in a row. Well, I guess not in a row. Second game in this match though. Bring back his Stone Fury. She cannot cast this turn. Does he dare to attack? I wonder. He must return, yeah, Stone Fury. Seems like a bad attack, but oh. So we take 5, that's not insignificant. Hits a plains, which would have actually been nice. Alright, so what do we want to do? Still have 7 available, although really it's 6. The biggest body we can put out there is the Mary Shepherd, but we have to use our mountain. And it can block the Ulamog's Reclaimer, but can't kill it. Encircling Fissure, I think we have to leave Encircling Fissure up this turn. So I think we want to go ahead and play so we want to play the McKinley Patrol. I wonder what happens if we attack with everything. We do 5 damage. Do you think he dares leave anything back this time? kills one. We take him to we can take him to 2, and then any creature's lethal. Oh, we take him to 1. Because he chose to block the 2/3 instead of the I would think the Chasm Guide would be totally worth killing. Ah, it was. Does he dare attack, though? Yes. Aggregate. Sure. So do we want to play the Miri Shepherd and then play the Plains and bring back something to the battlefield? I think we do, right? And then we win. So we want to play the Plains, bring back the... Do we want the Shatterskull Recruit instead of the Chasm Guide? I think we do. Well, yeah, I think we do. So now he needs a flyer or removal for the Amiri Shepherd, or we win. That is neither. That is neither. All right. So we can go ahead and just... Oh, that's the match. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Doug with Basement Level Magic, and we'll be back for round 3 shortly.